The good suction whiskey comes up, and then it just helps me pass the people drunk.
That refreshes the part so that the drinks don't reach,
It's the mental energy to go forward.
In a congested Solent, yachties and powerboat crews had to keep their wits about them. Early on in the 95-mile race, the favourite Miss Rickard broke down with mechanical trouble. But there was better luck for the whiskey-swigging flying granny in Hell's Angels. Lady Arran finished first in the sports cruiser class.
Lovely birthday present for me.
Did the whiskey come in handy?
Whiskey came in very handy about halfway through, and I was feeling a bit cold. And it really does have an extraordinary sort of oomph feeling. One swallow of whiskey and you're away again.
And there was no catching Get Carter, who led from the start to win the Grand Prix outright. The Cougar Cat was driven by Bournemouth's Richard Carr, who celebrated in most unusual style.
You know it makes sense.
Fiona, Countess of Arran, on her Hertfordshire estate.
The wallabies are much, much cheaper than any gardener. They don't work by the hour. They work when they're hungry.
Well, while the wallabies may be one of your affections, your main love in life is something entirely different, isn't it?
Well, it's powerboat racing. That's my real love in life. Heaven only knows why. It's terrific fun, very expensive, but I'd do anything to go for boat racing.
And this is how she likes to spend her weekends, proving that, despite being a granny in her 70th year, she is still one of the fastest women on water. In her boat, Hell's Angels, named after her grandchildren, she more often than not trounces the younger opposition.
Can you see a police boat?
I can't know.
I think Roger has done something to the boat.
I'll have to watch this wash coming up.
Where is it?
Come over, I'll take you.
Can you kick too?
The social life and struggling with the change at the bar is all part of it, although not her favourite part. In a world of macho men, medallions and mighty machines, Lady Arran appears a frail, perhaps slightly dotty figure. Many have been fooled by that appearance until she gets onto the water.
The social side could go to hell, as far as I'm concerned.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. As one gets older, one wants to everyone knows one enjoys, and I just enjoy the racing.
Why is it they put you in charge of the bar then?
Because last year I had to take over by mistake for somebody, something had happened to somebody, and we got on so well they asked me this year, and so I love doing the bar. You don't have to sort of chat around talking to people, you just get down to it and do a drop of work.
I'll make you wear glasses.
You wouldn't do that.
What would you like?
I'll have a Ricardo water, please.
Ricardo water. Filthy stuff.
Great.
Is that enough?
That's enough, thank you very much.
No,
Yes.
I don't think quite.
Oh, oh, lovely. Thank you very much.
Now there's the water.
Thank you. Thank you.
Is that all right?
Yeah, great. Thank
Any
you.
other customers? Roll up. No other customers.
Race day begins early with a visit from the scrutineer, checking up that all is right, proper and safe on board. Rules are strict in powerboating, and Lady Arran is never caught out by the rule book.
Well, because they're all the Class 2 flares.
Oh, you go for class 2 too, don't you? Okay.
First aid.
There's your foghorn.
Horn.
Yeah.
Do you want to blow it?
Yeah, you can blow it. It works.
Bit of rag on
Bit of
top.
rag
I'll
on
hit you
top.
for saying that.
Why not? Oh, right, that's okay.
I loved water all my life. Even as a child, I played in every puddle I could come across. It just fascinates me.
And even then, you were obsessed with speed, weren't you?
Even then, yes, I was. I did anything to make something go faster.
Tell me the story about the donkey, which I hear.
Well, I had first taught my donkey how to swim, which was quite successful. And then I saw my father putting a little baby seagull outboard on his boat. And so when he wasn't looking, I pinched the outboard and tried to tie it onto the donkey's tail. But it wasn't very successful.
How did the donkey feel about this?
Well, the donkey stood very still. I don't think it knew what was happening. But I didn't get it into the waters. My father found me too soon. I was sent to bed for 2 days.
Well, now you're not driving donkeys fast, but you're driving powerboats very fast. Is it a rich man's sport, this one?
There's no denying you have to have a certain amount of money to do it now. You can't do it as a poor person, I don't think, at all. The prices have soared this year. You can even afford to buy something, you can't afford to keep it running. That's where the expense lies, really.
And you're operating without any sponsorship whatsoever?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, I pinch, beg, borrow and steal. 'I've often thought I was going to give it up, but it was mainly for financial reasons, more than health or wish. But I won't give it up, I don't think. I might give it up when I'm 70, which gives me another year. One feels the discomfort more than one used to. I hate getting wet and cold, but when you're racing, everything goes out of one's mind except catching the boat in front of you. I think I'd only really give it up when my nerve goes and I feel very frightened at speed and the size of the waves and things. But so far, I've discovered this summer my nerve hasn't gone yet and doesn't feel like going quite yet. That was a very good race, wasn't it? Hello! Hello! Hello!
How did it go?
Well, we won our class.
So you're satisfied? A good afternoon's racing?
Very good. We couldn't have done better. Hello! Hello!
Any problems with the conditions?
Well, I couldn't see at all.
Surely that didn't help a lot, did it?
Well, it didn't deter one very much either. One just hoped for the best. One comes back with thankfulness, really, because of the peace of it. No noisy engines, no people, no crowds. Just terrific peace and a certain amount of silence.
But after all the excitement of a race weekend, it must be, well, is boring the right word after all that?
Oh, no, one sinks and recovers for the next weekend, because one needs a lot of recovery at my age to go racing every weekend.